Hello everybody, my name is Davey. Thank you for joining me today. This is part 2 of my question and answer video I do every single week. I'm answering people's questions from last week. Go down below in the comments section, ask me anything you want. Come back next week for my answer. Thank you very, very much. I just want to jump right in because there's so many questions. I don't want to waste time. Next question is from Hayden again in Portland, Oregon. Hello, Hayden. And this was a very, very long question, so I'm just going to read the beginning and the end. It seems like that's all I really need to know. I have come so far in healing, but lately I'm vacillating. I have moved all the way across the country because I kept failing at no contact. So you kept contacting your abuser. You say that he is one of the first and only people you opened up to about your childhood traumas. And it was before their mask had fallen off. It was almost a sick irony how shortly after I unloaded and fully opened up to them. And then there's just tons. And just for time's sake, I don't want to read it all. I hope that's okay. I don't need it all. Your question is, at the very bottom, how do narcissists flip so suddenly? Mine literally was helping me through my traumas just to end up destroying me in a whole new way. It just baffles me how they can do things like that. And I'm really, really sorry, Hayden. It is awful. I know. I mean, I know from my own personal experience, not yours. I'm really sorry, Hayden. I read the beginning for a very specific reason, and I'm going to read it again. My narc was one of the first and only people I opened up to about my childhood traumas, and it was before their mask had fallen off. Big lesson to learn is 1, we heal from our traumas, and 2, not from people in our interpersonal life, and 3, we don't share that much that fast, period. Okay? Not your fault. Not your fault. Not your fault he hurt you for sure. Okay? He fooled you, he tricked you, he lied to you, he manipulated you, he exploited your vulnerability and abused you and hurt you really bad. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So all the more reason to learn as much as possible from this. Learn so much from this because you're learning about yourself. So this never happens again, okay? Right? We don't need to do this again, I hope. Some people, most people do. Most people seem to need to do it over and over and over again for decades. Get help. Get help, get help, get help. This is such an almost impossible thing. Maybe impossible to heal all alone by yourself without professional help. You obviously want help because you trusted somebody for that help. It's just not the help you need. No way. I don't care who this person is. They can't help you. I can't help people in my interpersonal life. I don't help my siblings and my mother, my girlfriend. I don't do that. Can't. I think I said enough. How do narcs flip so suddenly? Because they don't know who they are. So it's real easy for them to pretend to be the person you want them to be. Okay? They're so ashamed of themselves, they won't let anyone see who that is, so they don't express themselves ever. And they've done it their whole life. Okay? And by the time, the things that you value, and this is the biggest lesson to learn, I think, from this one at least, is that even though we're all equal, we're all so different, huh? And not everybody in the world values the same thing you value, Hayden. So honesty, loyalty, integrity, and respect, things like this, clearly he doesn't value that. He may have said it, but he never showed it, okay? He didn't show it enough, not long enough. It takes a long time to get to know somebody, so take that time, okay? I'm very sorry, Hayden. I'm very, very sorry. Learn. So much to learn. What you don't learn, you will repeat. Okay? So anything that doesn't make sense, you don't understand, means you might do it again until you do. Okay? Thanks. Mark C says, I don't miss my ex. I just can't get over the fact of how much she was lying. And I just told Mark, I just wanted to read this. I want you to know, Mark, to try to learn why with compassion and empathy. It will only help you. Okay? As awful as this person is, try to figure out why they're like that. Okay? You can't get over the fact of how much she was lying, because she's not like you. She's not like you because you don't lie and she does. Okay, Mark? I'm sorry. But she didn't value honesty when she met you. She fooled you. I'm sorry. Thanks, Mark. Keep asking me questions, please. And Nessa from the United Kingdom, hello Nessa, says, hi David, I hope you're keeping well. How's Danny dog? And I just want to, you're the third person, Vanessa, that's asked about my dog Danny in the last 3 weeks. And Danny, my dog Danny's been with me a long time, over 11 years now. She's been with me through all the crap I've been through. And I've shown my dog in many videos of mine. So people who've been around for a long time, like Vanessa, knows of Danny. So I'm just going to show Danny. Come here, girl. Come here, baby. Here she is. And she's doing great. She's doing fabulous. She just had a pretty big surgery recently, life-saving surgery. So she is just awesome, totally healthy, loving it. And I expect many more years. Oh, she's great. Danny dog. Thanks for asking. That's so sweet, Nessa. I appreciate you. Rachel from Tennessee. Hello, Rachel. My question is, I've had many failed romantic relationships in the past. I'm sorry. I took about 2 years off from dating and worked on myself. I felt like I was in a very happy and healthy place when I started dating again. However, I once again find myself in a toxic relationship with a man with BPD. Why is it that I find myself in yet another relationship doomed to fail? We haven't healed, Rachel. All we did was we felt better. And it's just the biggest thing. Anybody watching right now, God, please, 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 please be aware that when people hurt us, and through massive, traumatic, abusive relationships, the key isn't to just feel better. Just to feel better. Okay? It doesn't work. You're recovering, but not healing. You're recovering from some of the damage, but not understanding why. That's healing. And if you can't explain it, you probably haven't healed. Can't explain exactly why you've done this, why this happened, and how this won't happen again. Rachel is responsible and took extra steps and sought out a professional. So good for you, Rachel. I hope that works out for you. But everybody out there, it's not about just feeling better. My God, it's not just about feeling better. And that in itself is just too bad. It's just too bad that eventually we feel better without learning. It really is. It's too bad. And that's why we repeat it. And repeating this is devastating. It's just devastating, isn't it, Rachel? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But the reason is because you've not learned why this happens. And I have yet to find anybody that at least continuously does this, that it's not about their childhood, that the reason doesn't stem from childhood. I've very easily been able to show my clients why this happened. And that's the beginning of healing, of understanding, right? If you don't know why it happened, how can you avoid it? If you don't know your part in it, you can't fix it. So we tend to say, bad person did bad things to me and they feel bad, and I need to get away from the bad person so I feel better, and now I feel better, and now I just need to watch out for bad people. Nope. Nope. That's so far from reality and the truth of the matter, of the situation. There's only one way that works, and that's never talk to anyone ever again. And that's the most unhealthiest thing you could ever do to yourself. You'd be better off talking to unhealthy people than not one other person for the rest of your life. Thanks, Rachel. Keep asking questions. Craig Don't know where you're from? Please tell us your locations, everyone. Tell us where you are. Thank you. Craig says, what can we do about obsessed stalkers who won't leave us alone? My narc father and his minions won't quit stalking and harassing me. Well, it's illegal, so call the police. In your own country, you go file a police report for illegal activity. Pretty simple. File a police report, press charges. You can get a lawyer to do that. A lot of times police may not go arrest somebody. You may need a lawyer to make them. You go arrest them. Okay? Harassment is illegal. Stalking is illegal. If they're really harassing you, which is unwanted attention, doesn't take much, then you have a criminal complaint. This is criminal. Civil, you can sue them. You can get a lawyer to threaten them with civil damages and sue them. But that's how I got rid of my stalker. My stalker stalked me for years and was disgusting about it all over social media. So I had detectives pay her a visit in her country, and now it's stopped. It's that easy. Not that detectives will always do it, but when it gets as bad as what she was doing to me, oh yeah. When they're playing hero, 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 I'll do anything it takes. I'll go down with the ship. I'll go down with you. And then they get fear of going to go to jail, and they stop all of a sudden. Now they're not a hero anymore. Not very heroic when you're in jail, is it? Where you belong for harassing people. Disgusting. So that's what you do. And now if they're in another country, you go pay a lawyer in that country to help them press charges. That's how it works. Okay? There's also other organizations that help and do stuff like this. HTCC, High Tech Crime Consortium, is one of them. International helps. There are ways. And I would recommend getting professional help. What you really need the most is emotional support when this happens. This is so awful and disgusting, and it forces people to commit suicide. It's intrusive in all parts of their life. It affects their income, their job, their relationships, everything. Get emotional help and support. Go talk to a lawyer in the area that the people live that are doing it. That's where the crime is committed. Okay? I just hate this stuff, and I really do. I hate it. And if you want, I'll even put a link down below where you can support Shane's Law petition, where somebody is petitioned a law to stop this kind of social smearing and attacks. And everybody out there, tell your YouTube channel to support it too. Because the real pieces of crap that attack others and they're full of it, they won't support it. So if you wonder if the person you're supporting, your narcissist channel, is really toxic, really toxic and not toxic free, then ask them to support Shane's Law petition. There's no reason why they shouldn't, right? Thanks. Keep asking questions and get help. Counter what they're doing and what they're saying. Counter it with people and support telling you you're great, okay? Lisa from Central Pennsylvania. Hello, Lisa. Hi, David. I walked away from a part-time on and off relationship of 2 years. I felt that I was an option and not a priority. It was an attachment and not a connection. Ooh, very insightful. I decided to pull the cord. My heart aches, but I know I did the right thing for myself. Good. Keeping my power within and showering myself with self-love. Fantastic. I spend a lot of time in nature and with my higher power. Being alone is very healthy to get to know self. I take a stand against giving my power away. No more. I know my true partner is out there, and that true healthy connection will happen in divine timing. Namaste and many blessings, Lisa. One more thing. I'm a light worker healer. Why do we attract broken people? We only attract the type of people that match our own self-worth. Okay? We date our own emotional self-worth. I used to attract toxic people. Now I'm healthier. I don't any longer. Literally. I don't. It's insane. It's crazy. No more. I know they're out there. I know they're still out there. Probably even more now after 10 years. I don't attract them. They're not in my life. They don't approach me anymore. Maybe, you know, because of this channel, I get a couple here and there. But anyways, you said being alone is very healthy to get to know self. A better way to know yourself is through other people. It's much easier to express yourself when someone's watching than all alone in the woods. Trust me. You'll really define yourself with other people. We're the most social creatures in the world. And even being alone is good. For this, it doesn't help much. Recovering from this stuff, people caused it, people help it. Period. We've been alone most of our childhood, and that's why we do this. Don't keep being alone, okay? And if you believe in divine timing and stuff like that, that's fine, but don't wait for it. Okay? If you're out alone in the woods by yourself, you're not going to meet too many people coming by, walking by, saying hi. Meet lots of people, get to know people. This right now just doesn't trust you, okay? As you get to know yourself more, keep starting to interact and socialize with people, okay? So important, most important, most important. Thank you, Lisa, very much. And answer to your question, we attract how we feel about ourselves, period. Okay? Hope that makes sense. I'm not calling you broken. It's our own self-worth. It's how you view yourself, okay? Mario. Hello, Mario. Mario's been asking me several questions over the past few weeks about a potential disordered female that he's been trying to help. There's that word, help, right? Dear David, you know I called the university in my friend's town. They know me, and okay. Mario's from, God, I forgot where you're from, Mario. Tell me again, will you please? I forgot where you're from, I'm sorry. But English is not his first language. So bear with me. Dear David, you know I called the university in my friend's town. They know via me all hear dangerous self-trashing and maybe again the said looking so lost. Is it wise to show her a YouTube made by an expert that explained this in his video? So you want to know if you should send her a video made by Sam Vaknin to help her understand herself. Mario, you can do whatever you want, Mario. I don't know. You know what I mean? You want to send her a video? Send her a video, Mario. Do it. I don't know. Could it help? I don't even know the video. I know Sam Vaknin has a personality disorder. Okay? So I don't really recommend other people with personality disorders to help you with yourself. Usually works out very well. But like I said, I haven't seen this video, so I don't know what it says in it. I don't know if it could help her. I don't know if she cares. I don't know if she'll watch it, and I don't know how she'll take it, and I don't know what she'll do. I have no clue, Mario. Give it to her if you want to, but what I would do, Mario, is just keep focusing on you, okay? Because she has her own self, and she can go get help at any time. So you don't need to suggest and suggest and suggest. Her life is a mess. Right? Her life is a total effing mess, isn't it? Unmanageable, toxic, sick, unstable, impulsive, right? Why won't she go get help? What? She doesn't think the problem is hers? And you're going to show her in a video? No, you won't. No. If she can't tell that her whole life is a total disaster mess because of herself and what she's doing, I don't think Sam Vaknin's going to get through to her in a video. I don't think you are either by now. If you haven't yet, I don't think there's something waiting out there that's going to be the one thing that gets through to her. What's going to get through to her is that she's had enough. That her life, that she's lost everything in her life. Literally, she's lost everything in her life, and now I'm going to go get help. But as far as Mario being in her life and staying there and keep trying to help her, she's not going to do that. I hope that makes sense, Mario. It really doesn't matter if you send it to her or not. What matters is how you feel about it, Mario. And keeping this person in your life can't feel good. I would eliminate them. Help is out there for whoever she is. If she ever wants it, it's there. All she has to do is go ask a professional, and everybody knows that. Everyone. Everyone knows that if I don't feel good, there are doctors, there are psychiatrists, there are therapists, there are psychologists, there are all kinds of people and information out there. It's not that hard to find it. People that don't find it aren't looking. I don't think she's looking, Mario. I don't think she's looking. If she says she's looking, she's doing a horrible job of it, or she's full of it and doesn't know herself, right? Just my advice, Mario, is just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Why can't they stay at home with their mother? And then I asked you to elaborate, and you said, I was married to a covert narcissistic. I had 6 children by him. He is married now to an overt narcissistic, which had me locked for no reason. They lied on me and did a whole lot of damage. I think you're saying that they had you locked up in jail. I just don't know what your question is. Tamara, can you please ask me again and tell us where you're from, your location? Thanks. Ask me again today down there, and I'll answer it next week, okay? Thank you. All right. And truth, I'm going to save this video, or I'm going to stop this video right here because it's already getting time, and I'll see you in part 3. Thank you. And anyone that wants coaching, daviddemars.com, and support me by subscribing, voting, commenting. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in part 3. Love yourself first. Bye-bye.